Good morning. Welcome to the Espresso mat class. I'm Ian. As with all mat classes, if you come to an exercise that does not agree with you, omit or modify it and return on the next exercise. Let's get started. You can give yourself a nice little stretch on the mat, and we'll go right into the footwork from the reformer. Heels together, toes apart, 10 times, pressing out and in. Keeping a nice measured breath as you do this. The knees not going any wider than the shoulders. Toes pointing. Hands pressing into the mat. Good. And now come to parallel feet. 10 more times. Last time, flex the feet back, last 10 times. Last time, rest the head down, reach the feet for the sky, tendon stretch, pointing and flexing the feet, giving a nice back of the body stretch. Stomach is pulling in, the entire backside of your body pressing firmly into the mat. And right into the 100, lengthening the body and pumping. In 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 10. In 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 20. In 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 30. In 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 40. In 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 50. Halfway there, keep lengthening the body. Forcefully pumping the arms up and down, pointing the toes, reaching the top of the head back. Stomach is engaged and pulled in. Rest the head down, stretch on the mat. Elbows press in, knees to the chest. Coordination, inhale out, open, close, halfway in, arms press. Everything reaches, open and close the legs. Exhale the knees, exhale the arms. 3 more. Lower the head and we'll go into the overhead prep. Arms reach up to the sky, pull the stomach in, press the arms and lift the legs. And in coordination, lower the legs, lift the arms. And really press your palms and the entire underside of your arm into the mat each time, trying to get just a little bit lighter in your waistband each time. We're not going to lift our hips up and over our head today, but have that feeling that if we were, you could. Last time, lift the legs, hold there, and transition right into single leg circle, keeping one leg up and a cross around in 1, cross around in 2, cross around in 3, cross around in 4, cross around in 5, hold and reverse, 5 times in the second direction. Scissor the legs to switch and repeat 5 times each way. Reverse last 5 times. Lower the leg down to the ground and in one smooth motion, come up into a ball-shaped position, rolling like a ball. Inhale back, exhale up, balance for a moment. Inhale back, come up, back, and up. Back and up, trying to keep the chin tucked into the chest, protecting the back of the head. Single leg stretch. We're going to do it a little bit differently today. We're going to stay sitting up and slowly recline back and then build our way back up to sitting. Pulling the knee into the chest while you extend the other long. Pull, 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 pull. Start climbing back up to sitting, still pulling the leg. There's a little bit of coordination and balance involved here. Last time, come back to sitting down. Both knees into the chest, double leg stretch. Inhale out and hold. Exhale around nice and slow. Inhale out, reach the arms, hold it, hold it, hold it, and around. Inhale, hold longer than you're comfortable with. Circle around 2 more times. Circle in, rest the head down, take a well-earned rest and breath, and then we'll go into the single straight leg stretch. Extend one leg out, pull, pull, and stretch. Open the hands, lower the leg, and switch legs. Take your time here. Really find this stretch in this exercise, lengthening and reaching both legs in opposition of one another. This is a killer ab workout, but it's also an excellent opportunity for us to get a nice early morning stretch of the body. Match both legs so they're reaching towards the sky, hands behind the head, double straight leg stretch. Lowering and lifting, curling up just a little bit more each time with your abdominal muscles. How high can you go? How low can you take the legs? Lower and lift. Crisscross, twist and twist, looking past your opposite elbow each time with your gaze. And really use your gaze to help you do this. The body's gonna go where you're looking. Use this as a tool to twist just a little bit farther, trying to bring the knee into the elbow. Fast now, twist and twist and twist and twist and twist. And you can sit up when smooth motion, spine stretch forward, stacking the posture, taking a deep breath in, and exhaling down towards the mat. Inhale up, find a nice flat back posture. And exhale down, chin to the chest, top of the head, reaching down and in towards your inner thighs. So we're not trying to reach as far forward as we can. We're trying to create a deep C curve of the spine. So rather than stretching our hamstrings, we're stretching all the way from our big toe through the hamstrings, through the hips, all the way up the spine to the top of the head. A full body stretch. Pulling the stomach in a little deeper each time. Great. Now reach the fingers up for the sky. Keep a flat back and you're going to bow forward. It's going to be a smaller range of motion because we're now challenging our hip abductor muscles, which are oftentimes far tighter than our hamstrings or our back is. So you're going to stay tall, reaching, yearning forward with our fingertips, the top of our head, and coming back up. Circle the arms down, around, and up. And circle down, around, and 2. One more time, then we'll switch directions, resetting the posture each time. Reach tall and down, around, reach for the sky. Down, around, and up. Last time, tallest posture yet, reach. And rest the arms. Arms reach out to the side, twist and grow a little bit taller. And reaching forward, keeping a nice tall back. The low back isn't bending and stretching, but it's staying as flat as you can. There's a bit of curvature in the upper spine, and the chin gently tucks into the chest. That's okay, but try and keep pressing your tailbone into the mat and lifting up from the seat, growing as tall as you can, even as you reach forward. Come center, twist again, and now you're going to reach backwards in space, keeping a flat back. Try and touch your fingers to the mat without curving or collapsing in the spine. This is helping us work towards the transition from the saw into laying on our stomach for the neck roll. So grow tall, lean back, touch the fingers, and spring back up center. Twist, reach back in space, touch a little bit farther back, and come up. Last time, twist, plant the hand, and now circle all the way around onto the stomach, lying flat. You're gonna pull the belly button in so it's levitating from the mat. You're gonna press the tops of your feet into the mat, engage the legs so that your knees are lifting up and away. And now you're gonna lengthen the head, lift and open the chest, and lengthen back down. Start with a small range of motion and gradually make it bigger, opening the chest just a little bit more each time. And notice that I'm not going into my low back for this, doing a big back bend or extension here. Almost exclusively all the motion is in my upper back and shoulders. Coming up a little bit higher each time if you're able to keep your stomach engaged. And now test yourself here. Float your hands up from the mat and only come up as high as your upper back muscles can support you. Lower back down. We'll do this again, keeping the hands floating up from the mat. Engage the whole body, pull the stomach in, and lengthen and lift up. Press the hands into the mat to press you up even higher, keeping the stomach in, and neck roll, looking each direction, down, around to the side, center, reverse, 2 times each way. Sit back on your heels into a child pose, just to round the spine after that back extension. Give yourself a nice little breath in and come back out onto your forearms and elbows, stomach pulled in, low back doming slightly, single leg kick, 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 kick. Chin is gently tucked into the chest, back of the neck lengthening. Lower all the way down, hands behind the back, double leg kick, heels together, toes apart, kick your seat 3 times, lengthen, press the tops of the feet in and lifting up and lowering down, looking the other direction. And use what we worked on in the neck roll and use it here to help improve this exercise. So we don't have our hands to support us, so we have to use our supporting structural muscles in our upper back to lift us up higher. It's the exact same exercise with just a little less help. Lift the fingertips up towards the sky and sit back on your heels. Give yourself a nice long rest here, stretching the arms far forward, breathing in nice and deep. And then you're gonna sit up and turn around for the neck pull. Feet are gonna be hip width apart, toes flex back, hands behind the head, tall posture, lean back in a flat back, stomach is pulling in deeper, and then you're gonna round down all the way back. And there's a few different variations and ways you can achieve this. You don't have to leave your hands behind your head. If you get stuck at any point, you can extend and reach the arms out to help get you up over the hump. What I don't want you guys to do is, if you get stuck, is to jerk or force yourself up with momentum. Try and keep an integrity of movement. Even if it means you get stuck for a moment, if your legs have to lift up from the mat, whatever it is, that's totally fine. But just try and work through the difficult parts. That's where the real work in progress is going to be found. Is the parts that maybe don't necessarily look so pretty, but they are damn hard. On your own, couple more times. Backing up one last time. You've got this all the way up and over. And now relax down as if you're a puppet and all of your strings have been cut. Just rest forward. Roll up through your posture. Now we're going to do the short box series from the Reformer. If you need to, bend your knees slightly so you can find tall posture. Hands over the navel, chin to the chest, and you're going to round the low back in space and come back up. Find a range of motion that works for you. You know you've gone too far back if your stomach starts pressing out into your hand. That means your stomach is no longer engaged and you're going into your low back. Try and keep the stomach pulled in and up towards the lungs, the feet flexed back and pressing into the mat. Rest forward. And then you're going to find a nice tall flat back, hands behind the head or hands reaching up for the sky. Keep the flat back and you're going to lean up and back and up and forward. Using the same barometer as with the previous exercise, as soon as you feel your stomach pop out, you've gone too far back. So it might not be a very big range of motion, as it isn't for me. And that's fine. Just find the integrity of movement. Hold in the center, and now we're going to do side to side, stretching the side body, and then you're going to gently curl in and look up into the opposite armpit that's reaching for the sky. So side bend, curl in, look up, center. Side bend, curl in, and center. One more time each direction. Twist. Growing taller as you twist, keeping the low back lifting up, elbows wide. The head isn't twisting, it's staying perfectly centered on the body. Good. Last time each way. And bend forward and relax. Tree. Bend one leg into the chest, tall posture. Gaze looking forward and extend the leg straight 3 times. Climb to the top of your leg. Flex the foot back and point. Flex, point, flex, point and hold. Chin to the chest, lean back, pull the leg in, and climb down your tree trunk towards the ground. Try not to collapse down. Climb all the way back up. And try and climb just a little bit higher onto the leg each time. Lean back and climb down. Chin to the chest and climb back up. Last time. Climb to the very tippy top of the tree. Try and touch the toes if you can. Find a nice tall posture. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, bend the knee to the chest. Switch sides. You're going to do the same thing. Bending and straining the leg 3 times. Climbing to the calf or the ankle. Pointing and flexing the foot 3 times. Keeping the gaze forward, the back of the neck long. And then 3 times leaning back, climbing down the tree to the mat, and climbing back up on your own. Last time, leaning back and climbing down. Chin to the chest, climb back up, climb even higher than you've climbed before. Pick the apple at the top of the tree, tall posture, take a deep breath in. And exhale, knee to the chest, and just rest forward. Let the low back relax. Side kicks. Stack the spine and the hips, feet slightly forward on the mat. Lift the top foot up to hip height. And now you're gonna kick forward, reach back, kick forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. And now point the foot up to the sky, flex down, point up, flex down, point 3, flex down, point 4, flex down, point up and hold. Flex the foot as if you're trying to press the ceiling away. It's collapsing in on you and you're the only thing keeping it from coming in and crushing you. Hold the leg up. Every time that it starts to get heavy, you recommit, lift it up just a little bit higher. Rotate your hip open so that your kneecap is pulling back in space. Hold it. Use the whole body, not just the leg, but the leg that's on the ground, both arms, and now lower the leg and circle. Reverse the circles. Leg bridge. Bend the top knee, hold the ankle from underneath. Tall posture, lengthen the bottom leg and lift it as high as you can. Lengthen the leg to lower. Stretch and reach the leg to lift. Stretch and reach to lower. One more time. Stretch and reach and lift. And circle. 1. Circle 2. Circle 3. Reverse. And circle as big as you can, as if your foot's a spoon and you're trying to scrape every last bit of cookie batter from a bowl. Lower the leg, feet together, toes apart, fish. Lift them both up into the air, lower down, and lift them both up. Lower down, keep the spine long, lift and hold, lower the bottom leg, lift, lower lift, lower lift, lower lift, lower lift and hold. And lower both down to the ground, onto your stomach, transitional beats 20 times. Sit back on your heels in a child's pose. Stretch and relax, and if you're lucky like me and you happen to have a friend hanging around to give you a little stretch on the back, it's pretty lovely. If not, you can imagine how nice it might be. Second side of side kicks. Lift the top leg up and kick it forward. Reach back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. The top of your head pressing backwards in space, trying to act as a counterbalance. And point up, flex down, point up, flex down, point up, flex down, point up, down, point up, hold, push the ceiling away, expand the body, trying to grow as tall and big and wide as you possibly can. The whole body is helping you keep that leg lifted up and engaged. Wide chest, broaden the collarbones, hold the leg up as long as you can, keep the hip opening up and back. You've got this, keep going. Last little bit here, take a deep breath in. And exhale, lower the leg down and circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5. Leg bridge. Lengthen and lift the bottom leg as high as you can. Lower it down. Lengthen, lift, keep the spine long and tall. Gaze is forward. You don't need to look at your feet to know what they're doing. Keep looking forward. Keep the head pressing back in space. Hold and circle. 1. Circle 2. Scrape all the cookie batter from the bowl. Get every last bit. Reverse. Last 3 circles. And lower the leg down. Feet together for fish. Lift the feet up. Lower down. Lifting up. Lower down. Lift up and hold. And lower the bottom leg, lift, lower lift, lower lift, lower lift, lower lift, squeeze. And both legs down. Lie on your back It's teaser time. We're gonna do all 3 teasers, 3 reps of each. Modify it however you need to do it. And let's go. Come up into the teaser, pull the stomach in, lean back, keep the legs perfectly still, and come back up. Lowering down, the feet don't move at all. Coming up, keep the hands and arms in a parallel line with the legs. Last time, lower down, come back up, hold your posture at the very top, lower the legs, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift and hold. Arms reach up for the sky, everything goes down flat onto the mat, and everything comes up. 2 more, reach the arms past the ears, lower down, feet touch the ground, and everything comes up. Last time, reach, pull the stomach back, lean, and come up. Find your teaser, hold at the very top, hold it, hold it, hold it, and tip forward, forehead to the knees. Give a nice stretch there. You made it through the hardest part. Seal. Clap the feet together 3 times. Roll back, clap, and come up. Balancing each time. Clap 2, 3. Roll up. Clap 2, 3. Roll back. Clap 2, 3. Roll up. 3 more times on your own. Come up in balance, and now you're gonna come onto your stomach for the swimming. Reach your arms above your head by your ears and take both arms, both legs as wide as the mat into a little mini X shape. You're gonna lift and reach your left arm and your right leg and lower them down to the mat and switch so that the opposite arm and leg are always lifting, giving your body a nice diagonal stretch and engagement. As miserable as this exercise can feel, I can think of no better way to work on the postural muscles of the shoulder and the low back in such an effective and efficient way. We're gonna do a couple more times nice and slow, and now you're gonna lift the head up out of the water and flutter kick nice and fast. Imagine that a great big shark is chasing you and you have to swim, 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 deep, breathing nice and deep, kicking, 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 kicking. And now lower everything down, sit back on your heels in a child's pose. Next is gonna be the leg pull front. So you're gonna curl your toes underneath you and come up into a push-up plank position. And the goal here is we're gonna be lengthening the heels back in space and then coming back to a neutral position. We don't wanna come past that neutral position up onto our tippy toes. So it's a small range, pulling the heels back, center, pulling the heels back, center, lift one leg up, lean back, center, down and switch, up, back, forward, center, up, back, forward, center, up, back, forward, center, up, back, forward, center, up, back, forward, center. Bring one hand over, flip over so that your back is facing the mat, and you're gonna keep your hips lifted up from the mat, stomach pulled in, shoulders broadening as wide as you can. Press both hands, both feet equaling to the mat. Lean the head back ever so slightly. Lift, 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 lift. And now lower the hips down and reach forward. Stretch and breathe. We're gonna come into side bends next. Hopefully by this point in the workout, you've developed a bit of a sweat and you may need to brush and wipe some of that sweat off. Otherwise, you could slip and fall here. Really make sure you have something sturdy to press into here so you don't slip and fall. Looking over your shoulder, you're gonna come up and over, look towards the mat, swinging the arm, and coming back down, touch the hip just to touch the mat, and then you're coming right back up, pushing the ground away. One more time, gliding the arm up and over, and all the way down, touch the hips to the mat. Mermaid, stretching up and over, touch your hand to your opposite ear, and now curl in to touch the elbow towards the knee. Open the chest, kick your legs out, switch sides for the second side bends. Look at your palm down your sideline and come up and over, reaching the arm over the head and down to touch the hip. And as soon as it's down, you're coming right back up and over. And coming down last time, up and over, lifting the hip as high up into the air as you can. You've got this. Lower all the way down, bend the knees, hold onto the ankle, mermaid side bend. Touch opposite ear, elbow to the knee, curling in, opening the chest up wide. And now we're gonna finish with 10 push-ups or holding a plank for the duration of the workout. Doming the low back and press down and up. Down 2. Down 3. Whole body's working. 4. 5. Take your time. Give it your all. This is the very last little bit here. Leave nothing back. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Pike the hips up and back. Stretch the shoulders. And now you can start to walk the hands in towards the feet, chin to the chest, head is relaxed. Hold at the bottom of the mat, let the low back just hang in space. Breathing deep. And now you're gonna start to slowly roll up your spine, stacking vertebrae after vertebrae until the head is the very last thing coming up. Find your tall Pilates posture, and you are all done. Thank you so much for joining me for this morning espresso mat class every Wednesday at 7 a.m. Have a great energized rest of your day, and I will see you next time on the mat.